So, okay, guys. I am going to start doing more. I'm going to start doing videos on semen retention. This channel was supposed to be on weight loss, so I guess this is gonna help me be encouraged to stick on my weight loss goals and to talk about semen retention. Um, Apologies if most of y'all don't understand my accent. I am from the Bahamas, so pardon if I start talking my Bahamianese dialect. So I ask for your forgiveness. I'm trying my hardest right now to speak as clear as English as I can. I'm even going slower, which feels like I'm treating you guys like don't understand English, but I understand like I'm not the best communicator. Um, so what I'll start with, and as I try to be more, as I try to be someone who is more consistent with making these videos that reveal more about me. I think because of what Sean Sean Brand speaks, um, or yeah, I think that's his name. Sean Brand speaks. That's the name of his channel, I believe. If not, I will correct that. But him and Full Balls, that's the name of his channel, like with a Z at the end, Full Balls. I like watching their channels. I've been on semen retention since the beginning of the year. It's now April 15th, so now that makes what, like 105 days that I've been doing this, and I like it. I could see myself fighting to go the distance, but today, since I would say maybe like Sunday, I felt like I'm in a flat lying state, as they normally would say. I'm not feeling the best. I'm not feeling so encouraged by doing it, but I am going to see it through. Like, I'm going to pass this. I know this type of feeling only could last for a time. And I want to encourage others, like how I feel like those guys encourage me. Like, sometimes I just need to hear like other men and what they're going through so that I can be encouraged. And I want to encourage others too, especially I don't want to encourage all men. I think it's an amazing thing to do. I'm slowly bringing it into conversations with men around me, just because I believe it is the best thing that we should be doing. We should be holding on to, let's say, the life force that the Creator, God, has given unto us. I think the good thing about the internet is we're able to learn a lot of information. We normally only glean information from our neighboring environments and what someone from who might have been on the outside have came to taught us. But because of the internet, we get to bridge those gaps. Anyway, I'm not one for talk, so pardon me, buddy, if my videos aren't that long. So a little bit of a background as I try to do this. I can find a way to make it. Okay, so where I'll start is at this wouldn't be the longest semen retention thing I've done. I've accidentally did semen retention almost like 2 years, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I believe it was like 2 years. Why I say that is because, and I'm sorry, this will be my first video. I was married before. I am now a widower. So I guess you understand that. And because of the process of me dealing with situations with my wife, just dealing with the grief and everything that comes along with that. God rest her soul. Um, that it took such a toll, and with dealing with all the grieving process, um, it took me around about 2 years until I entered another relationship and started to started to have sex. Which in when I hear about all the benefits of semen retention, and I hear like full balls describe his um thing about semen retention, it's very similar to what I went through. Like his current videos right now, like I say, it's April 15th. So he talks about a lady he's been dating, and it's so similar to what I went through. Like, so the only reason why I didn't stay with that woman, was because I had some inner work I had to do, and I was definitely poisoning the relationship, even though I was um I was told I was a great fit, but I know who I was, and grief was consuming me, and I allowed it got the best of me. It didn't heal, or I felt as though I couldn't heal properly, and that I was definitely very toxic, and I don't like to be toxic unless in a jokingly, you don't take me serious kind of way. But I was very toxic in a like hurting people's character, giving them wounds kind of way. I'll explain more about that later. So after now coming out of that relationship, and just a good friend of mine, like my boy, a good friend, he keeps talking to me about doing semen retention. You know, our whole goal is to eventually be men of purpose, try to build things and leave things so our names can be remembered, or so we could help with our families. And as we encourage one another, his whole thing was, what he was trying to encourage me, what he believed that would have helped us was, he keep talking about this semen retention. I was all against it. Like I'm saying, I'm still grieving. Yeah, even after the relationship with the lady, still was grieving. I think almost out of the woods now. I can't 100% say, but I had an encounter. Wouldn't say encounter. I had a prophet came and told me some stuff. That would be something in the next video. But yeah. So I just reluctantly say, I know what, he's my boy. If he's saying it works, I'm on this whole thing now at that time, and still I'm right now. I'm like, let me try and prove something wrong by actually doing it. So that was my whole thing. My whole thing is now like, if I believe something is good, and if it sounds good, let me do it, so I can, when it doesn't work, I can say from personal experience that, hey, it doesn't work for me. It's not my thing. So, and then keep in mind, I am, for those who are believers, to those who believe that Jesus Christ is Lord, was crucified on Calvary, died, was risen on the third day, and is now on the right hand of the Father, and he died for the sins of the world. Me believing that, I was in this place where I'm angry with God. Like when I say angry, like like a destructive state, which grieving typically does. Like I say, other video for those type of stuff will do. So going into 2026, I said, you know what? Let me give it a try. I was like, I'm not giving up listening to Dexter Dobbs, one of my favorite artists. I'm not gonna try to get closer to God. I'm still angry. I'm still brewing on that. Life is good, but it still sucks through my lens. Um, but I just decided to, he's my boy. I trust him. I trust the wounds of a friend can be trusted, and some things still linger on from the life I lived in Christ. So like I said, just decided to do it reluctantly every day, complaining like, boy, this ain't making no sense. Boy, how you mean? Like, I just saw this nice little thing. Wanting to go back to my ex, that lover. Just because I, decided to step with, didn't mean I didn't love her. I loved her a whole lot. Marriage was on my mind, and when marriage is on my mind for a female, like, I'm willing to die for you type vibe. But I realized I wasn't in the proper state to actually continue the relationship. I was doing more harm than good. So did all of that. As the year now went on, keep on reluctantly doing it. Say, I don't want to do this. Boy, this sucks. I's a conk dread. I's a conk me giving up sex. I's a conk, but and plus, my ex and my wife, beautiful women, beautiful. Like when I say, and I never got with any of them for their beauty, but they were beautiful women. Yes, but it's like, especially now being intentional. Some women would throw me a bone, and even before SR, like, I'm just not someone who feels comfortable just. I like connection. I like relationships. I desire marriage. I desire to be one with somebody. To argue with a woman. To go through life together. The good, the bad, the ugly. Laughter. Soulmate type vibes. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's me. That's me kind of like how I look at relationships type of way. And so reluctantly just keep saying like, my boy, this ain't making no sense why I'm doing this. But you say this can make sense. And just keep pushing through. As I kept pushing through, like I'm saying, I am complaining. Like, every day, complaining to him. Like, but this don't make no sense. Like, you see the things out there. You see the fine gals out there. You see some of them throwing me a bone. Like, they want to be on my run, struggling. Like, sex on the brain heavy. And then, at some point, things just started to change. So, and they started to make a little bit more sense. We started to watch videos on it. I don't know how the videos started popping up on my timeline, but they did. I started to watch them, and I was like, oh, okay, these things happen. These seem kind of like what was happening to me. Kept on going on, and it felt like these things were happening to me. Like I were getting some of the benefits. So my whole thing is, I might as well just do it to the end, and or push it as far as I can. Like for me, my whole thing is because I was a Christian, I believed in trying to stay pure as best as possible, because God requires that of us, to honor Christ and what He's done for me. My whole thing is staying pure, to then like honor Him, honor myself, and then honor my marriage eventually when I get there. So that's kind of like the mindset I was in prior to marriage. So that's kind of like the default mindset that kind of was there. Like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, let me give it like some kind of focal point. Like, I'll try to hold on to this until marriage. Not really thinking about it. Like, if you know Dexter Dobbs, the Dapper Don, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, I wasn't really on that type of time, but I was like, I'm at ground zero. Felt like all I could do was go up from here. So why not try something new, something orthodox, and let's see where it goes from here. And as I'm doing it, I like gaining more information, experiencing things for myself. I see that it makes sense. I see that it makes sense to retain your seed. So I'm just trying to encourage someone, or multiple ones, of the same thing I feel like that has been happening for me. That if they could watch my videos and gain some kind of encouragement from it. I'm 34 years old, going to be 35 this year. Not the best. Not the best. I'm the second oldest of 4 kids, so I still fall under that middle child type of thing. I don't see myself as the most outgoing type of person. And I can talk more about the other things that I deal with, but I do hope that this offers an encouragement to my brothers out there. Let's continue the journey. Let's continue the fight. I do believe that those benefits are true. I do believe the frequency is gonna happen. I do see like we're like not a lot. Everybody's journey is different, but I have seen like times where money just came in and I needed money. Money just came into my parents. I definitely see that women treat me different. I definitely see how my posture has changed. I definitely see like I feel more bold to look people in the eye. I do feel as though I have a different kind of energy. My tiredness isn't like how it used to be. I do see like I don't desire to be looking at porn. Like, I could see that, I know that I'm attracted to her, you see that it's a woman, but it doesn't move me as much. I desire relationship with a woman. I desire that kind of thing. And though I always did desire that, there was always this thing of porn. Well, let's call it corn. So everyone saying corn. Corn was something I always desired, or to master the snake. Yeah, let's go with that. For now, those are the things I wanted to do. Like, even though I still desire a relationship, and I can now see how it muddied the water, and whether it's getting older, but I contributed to retention. A lot of things, like my mind, feel like it's clearing up. I thank God for that. I feel like it is God, and that's His design for our body. Like, the Creator has given His creation information on how me being one of His creation, how I am designed to be in an overflow state, and I'm learning more about that. And I'm learning more about that. So I think my whole thing is I want to, whilst I'm doing this, for those who just get encouraged by the videos, just get encouraged. For my brothers who we are going to, strive and fight for our relationship. For Christ, we're gonna strive for perfection. But even when we don't receive that perfection that we want, we also do know that we're only perfect through Christ, not through our works. But that doesn't stop us because of the love He has for us. It doesn't stop us for striving to be better. striving to be more, seeing that the love he has for us and maturing in that love. So that's where I'm at. Like, more videos are coming. Say it's April 15th, so it's at the Shriek thing, 105. This is my day. This is my contribution. Going back out, Jason, Braun, you really encourage me, my buddy, my guy. Thank you for putting the videos out every day. I'm gonna strive to do the same thing because I look forward to your videos. I look forward to certain people's videos for to come over to help encourage and feed my soul, and for them to give me different views or information. I'm hungry to learn that makes me deeper. Not only my curiosity, but to me to deeper my consciousness of this and put it in my subconscious. Like, this is where I need to be, and this is a standard I'm called to. Also, too, I do find it funny how, like, animals, like, we don't have a lot of wild animals. Like, y'all have deers and those other animals in North America and different parts of the world. But pigeons, for me, pigeons and dogs, it's kind of like the closest wild animals I get to on a daily basis. They tend to be moving kind of close to me. One weird thing that happened too was a butterfly, like, flew. I had my hands on my hip, so because I have my hand on my hip, my hand had a little gap right there, and I was talking to someone, and someone said a butterfly flew through my arm. Now, that might not seem significant to a lot of people, but for me, that's a lot. Butterflies, in my opinion, tend to always be afraid of me. When I'm walking closer, they always seem to flop in despair, getting away from me. So for the butterfly to fly through my arms, that's a whole different thing. So guys, one of many. Jason Braun speaks. I'm coming for you. I feel challenged by you. It's like, this is my contribution. I hope it helps somebody's out. Forgive me if I don't speak the clearest. I will speak sometimes fast. This is my accent, Bahamian accent. So apologies. And I'll try to rein that in. But like I say, this is not easy for me to speak this way, because sometimes it just feels unnatural for me to just speak that kind of way. So apologies. And for those who probably understand me clearly, you understand me clearly, so it ain't really no big thing at all. So you understand what I'm saying. There's nothing about it. Cool. But yeah, guys, let's go. I'm gonna try to be structured. I'm not structured, but I feel like SI is helping me to want to be more structured. Like, the fact that I want to be more structured, and it doesn't feel so forced. It feels like I want to be more structured because I want to be more structured because it's going to benefit me in the long run. So things just make. There's a lot of other things I'll talk about. Like, for me, the one thing I noticed just of lately, in the Bahamas, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes haven't been really biting me, and that's cool. Not that I be out late at night when they tend to attack more, but when I can't tell you the last time I was bitten by one. Normally I have that whole slap in my body trying to catch one of them from sucking my blood. But again, I'll share more. I hope it encourages others too. So my brother, got it. Let's get it.